If you're wondering why your digital marketing is not working, it's probably because you're making a mistake and you don't have anybody ballsy enough to tell you what it is. So I'm here to tell you. You give up too quickly. Marketing is all about testing and learning and options that fail, and you try again and again and again. It will always be like that. When it stops being like that, you have a problem. You're sitting in your comfort spot. I've seen businesses do this where they're talking about the same thing over and over and over again as a means of reassuring themselves that their ideas are great. It's comfortable to be in that space where you have that reassurance, but you have to move past that point and into actually turning those ideas into reality. You're not listening. And this is a general thing. You're not listening to your audiences. You're not listening to the people in the room. You're not listening to the marketing agency that you've hired. Have you listened to your customer service calls, the actual calls themselves? Have you listened to your customers' customer service calls? That's something that most B2B companies miss completely. You're selling to yourself. You're assuming that your buyers are just like you. And that's a pretty costly assumption to make. Your people don't feel free to tell you the truth. There may be something there in how you communicate with your marketers that makes them hold back. They may be afraid to tell you. Maybe you said no to them one too many times. Are you giving them permission to be blunt, to be direct, to tell you things that may make you uncomfortable? You're a yes, but person. It could be because you can't really make a decision. You don't want to pull the trigger. But when people present you with marketing ideas, typically you say, yes, but. So I want you to stop and really consider what's happening there and why you're doing that. And try to find ways to get unstuck. Yes, but leads nowhere. And it can lead to the other problem that I stated where your people don't feel free to bring ideas to you anymore. Another big mistake is when you think that you shouldn't do what your competitors are doing. Most companies have a lot of competitors. So by not doing what your competitors are doing, you may actually not be doing anything. You think that what's worked today is going to work tomorrow. Unfortunately, in the digital space, things change way too fast. So I recommend reserving a part of your marketing budget, of your marketing efforts, to constantly testing new features for new platforms, or whatever may come up. You're too data focused. I'm in love with data. And I believe in analytics-driven marketing. However, I see companies that spend so much effort on the data side of things, and then what? What are you going to do with all that data? You need to focus on the important data points and spend a lot of time at the creative end, because good creative ideas take a lot of time. You're not data-focused enough. You're not being authentic. Now, this is a tricky one, because what is authenticity really? But authenticity is very sexy. So we made 2 videos about it, and I'm going to put the links in the description below. You think your problem is marketing when in fact your problem is infrastructure. So I see this happening a lot with analytics. We blame the marketer's inability to read data when in fact the problem is with the setup. And we have a video coming up on this as well. You're still doing booths at expos. See how excited I am about that one? You spend so much money on those expos, and you're constantly struggling with how to get more value out of that attendance at the expos. And you know you're going to come back with very little, yet you still keep doing it. It's still great to go to expos. Have your people give a talk. Organize an event, organize a round table of experts so that you deliver some value and people have a reason to want to talk to you. But please stop blindly investing in these expos. I think I just made some enemies in the expo industry with that one. I'm a horrible human being.